Hi guys, Ozhound here, and we are in my base now for episode 4 of the server play series that I'm doing on MineCraft 1.10. We haven't been recording for a few days, but a few things have developed. Pobiega has been hounding me for the last couple of days to move the base, so and we had some lag in here as well, which I found out was actually one of the addition machines, particularly this one here, which was the planter. I discovered that when this gets full up to a full stack of ender lilies, and I don't know if this is every plant, but it causes frame rate lag in my client. An easy way to improve that is to make sure that your vertical sync setting isn't turned on, it's turned off. But just having the planter trying to put the lilies back into here after it harvested seemed to be causing a bit of frame rate lag. While we're down here, you can see I've set up some extra utilities water mills to get some grid power, because extra utilities, a lot of the machines now actually require this grid power that the mod introduces in this version. What I needed to do this for is because I wanted flight, and I had a couple of options available to me: a jetpack from Mechanism or an angel ring. So I went with the angel ring, but the angel ring actually needs GP, so grid power. Grid power is a little bit different to the traditional power systems in Minecraft, modded Minecraft, whereby you generate it with a coal generator, and then you store it in a capacitor, and then the other machines in the network use it as required. So the capacitor is basically a buffer. With grid power, there is no buffer. It's an instantaneous power. So you can see from the little text above my armor bar down there, grid power 844 and power generating 4. So the power generating shows you the current machine, what it's generating. So the capacity of my network is a total of 44. If I start flying, you can see that my angel ring is now bumped it up to 40 because it uses 32 grid power. So again, there's no way to store this power. It is just instantaneous, on demand as you use it. So you have to have enough power capacity in your system to work with the items that you've got. The basis of building items in the extra utilities mod are these things here, resonators. So you drop polished stone into there, and it creates the stone that's required for the mod. So you've got the stone burnt stone, resonator, polished stone into stone burnt, and this is used in a lot of machines. So you get different types of generators: water mill, lava generator. So you gives 2 GP when adjacent to lava. Water mill, which you saw downstairs, which isn't optimal. I've placed them one block apart. I found out too far apart, I should say. The windmill, fire mill, put over fire, player chest. Not sure what that does. Maybe it's a personal chest. Indexer, it's a sorting system for chests. And screen, which you have seen before. Yeah, so your resonator creates your stone burnt, amongst a few other items as well, I believe. But I haven't really gone that far. Yeah, the lunar reactive dust is the other thing. Because you've got lunar panels which work at night and solar panels which work during the day. You start off with them because they don't need the stone burnt to create them. All the other power generating machines do. But once you have got those set up, but they quickly become redundant. I found the water mill is a good way to produce power. In the current pack, we've had a lot of instability on the server because you need to actually have any power generating or grid power generating machines chunk loaded. If you leave the chunk and the chunk unloads, it causes the server to crash apparently. So I've got a chunk loading wall which uses 8 power per tick, 8 GP per tick, and that keeps my water mills loaded. So when I leave this area, which I will do in a second because I'll show you another project that we're working on, yeah, it'll crash unless you've got that area loaded, chunk loaded, and a few players on the server haven't. So when they've tried to load in, it's crashed. So not much else to report. Everything is pretty much in the same spot. We've got our mob spawner here. We've got a bucket load of experience in here, 101 levels, which is a lot. Because as we all know, as we as we go up in levels, it gets harder and harder to actually increase. We need more experience to step up to the next level. So I lost my first one of these because I didn't have it fully upgraded, but now this is fully upgraded, so it's empowered 4. It's also got XP boost 3 enchant and unbreaking 3 enchant. This has been killing a lot of mobs and it's survived quite well. So I'm happy with that. That's a good solution if anyone wants to set up a basically maintenance free Killer Joe that seems to be indestructible, because that's been running for a good, well, you can see there that's 101 levels, which is a lot. So if I take 10 levels out of here, it moves 1 level. I've got 31 levels at the moment, so if I put them all in, you'll see it go from 100 to 102. So I've dumped 31 experience levels into that obelisk, and it's only gone up less than 2 levels when it's up to 100. Okay guys, so what I wanted to show you is our new base. Pobiega, as I mentioned just earlier, was bugging me about maybe moving because we are rapidly outgrowing this little island that I started. And of course I've got flight now because of the angel ring. So what I started to do was fill in this area here, but it's just a very laborious task. And I thought, bugger it, Pobiega's got a point. And as opposed to building a purely tech base, we wanted to go down the path of having something that's nice to look at. It's a little bit better laid out. So let's go there now. Let's wait for this to load in. Alright. This is our main throne room. It will be. We've moved into an Alps biome. So as you can see here, huge mountains to build into. So we won't have any lack of space as far as the extremities of our building environment will never reach, because the mountain itself is up to 200 Y level. I think our base entrance is something like 60. Yeah, 63. So I created this today with chisel and bits. I just put some chisel rock into here. Thanks, creeper. And then just chiseled away these 4 corners to make a sort of a column effect. And then used another item of the chisel and bits, which was a negative plan, and copied one, and then just pasted them all to all of these things. It was very quick and easy to do. I put armor stands here. The intention is to put some armor along there, have a bit of a grand entrance. We cleared out this area using the RF Tools builder, which is, where are you, builder? go builder. There we go, building block, which is simply a machine frame with bricks, redstone, and ender pearls. And in this machine, you put the shape card in here, the void shape card, into the machine itself. You don't actually put it in. What you do is you hold the void card, you right click on the builder when it's set down, it needs power, and then you select your point, say here, and then your topmost outer point, and then in between those 2 points, once you start the builder, it will clear all those areas. If you've infused the machine, fully infused the machine, it actually is very, very quick. It cleared this area so fast, in fact, that it kept crashing the server. So we had to do smaller chunks, but it's very quick. And in here, I've started Bloodmagic. So again, I've hit it up with some chisels. I haven't done any chisel and bits in this area at this stage. Probably won't. Or I might do. I don't know. But yeah, so I've started off with a blood altar. I've actually upgraded this to level 3 now, tier 3. Got some automation happening, so when the blood altar gets to the full point, it will put in another piece of stone. I copied this design off Direwolf's current Forgecraft server. That's right, baby zombies don't die with the knife. Dagger of sacrifice. So all we've got here is a transfer pipe, transfer node, and a transfer filter set to single item. There's nothing really in the transfer node. I haven't filtered it at all because I only ever intend on putting stone into the chest here. Now, the transfer node itself will feed items into the transfer pipe unless it has a redstone signal, or unless it doesn't have a redstone signal. It's one of the two anyway. I think it's a negative, so while it's being fed redstone, it doesn't transfer. So what this logic gate does, it's only there because it needs to reverse a signal. So on no redstone input, which is A, B, and C, you can see A, B, and C, and that's your output. It'll emit a signal. So at the moment, it's not working properly. I can't see the actual level there. But these redstone comparators check how much. They basically output a signal based on the fullness of an inventory. So that there is. Look, I don't really understand exactly how this works. I just copied it off Direwolf's build, but it works. So if it gets up above about 9,500 out of 10,000 in the blood altar, this signal will turn off. Actually, it'll output a redstone signal, and then this will reverse the signal because that's how it's set. Therefore, turning off the redstone signal to the transfer node, and then it'll start putting stone into the system. So if we get that up to, what's that at now? 6177. I made myself a coat of arms as well, which is a very cool item. So every time you kill something, it collects a little bit of blood. At the moment, it's stored as 0 LP. Because one thing I have been doing as well is collecting will, and the only way to do that is with, well, the only way I have been doing it is using the sentient sword on these mobs that are dropping here. But by doing so, I'm not getting LP drop into the blood altar because I'm not using the dagger of sacrifice. So by using the coat of arms and using the sentient sword, it takes a bit longer to kill them because you're not one shot in them. So that store, I just got 500 LP from that mob, and then from there all I do is right click on the altar and it puts whatever you've collected into there. So you're basically killing two birds with one stone. I'm building up my Demon Will, and I'm also collecting LP through the coat of arms. So that's pretty cool. At the moment I want to accelerate my LP generation. So now that that's filled up to a certain point, let's drop the stone in here. The second part of the build is withdrawing this item once it's made, using the input routing nodes and a master node up here and an output routing node with a precise item filter in there. So what I've done, I've set the slates that I can create at the moment. So blank, reinforced, imbued. I've set this to hold an amount of 10, ghost amount 5, and then 5. So what I've got in my chest here, it reads the chest, so I've got more than 10, which is why that item has moved up to producing the reinforced slate. So once the reinforced slate it hasn't pulled it out because it's matched what the input of 5 is, and the imbued slate is 5 as well. So that'll go to imbued, and I'm pretty sure that won't pull it out because we are at 5. But if I increase that to 6, that's pulled that out, ready for the next system. So now that that's satisfied those items, let's just increase this to 15, 10, 10. So that'll go through the motions. Every time it'll create a blank slate, because that hasn't reached the target amount in the inventory. It'll produce the blank slate, pull it out until it reaches that target. Once that target's reached, it leaves the preceding level or tier item in the blood altar, in this case the blank slate, until it reaches the next item level, which is the reinforced slate. And then that'll pull that out and populate this chest until it gets to 10 as well, and so on and so forth as it goes up. But as you saw then, everything was satisfied, and it basically created the imbued slate and stopped, left it in the blood altar, which I guess is fine at this stage. But what'll happen is, if that stays in the altar and then I come along and pull all these blank slates out, that'll remain in the altar and it won't start to produce other items, which is a problem. So I need to fix that, because obviously I want to be able to just carry on producing items and have enough slates here so I can produce my upgrades and various other things. I'll put that up to 30. I haven't got the rune yet, which damages or kills the mobs and automatically infuses or puts the blood into the blood altar. So that's my next step. So while that's working away, I will go and get the materials and everything ready to create that rune. Okay guys, we're back. Just finishing up making the ingredients for the Wand of the Diviner, which is what we need to one of the rituals, I should say, which is this one here, Ritual Diviner. Yep. Which is what we need to make our or activate our rituals. So I need to drop this stuff in here. Get rid of some of this crap that I keep picking up. Cool, and then we have our Ritual Diviner. Bind it. Ritual of the Full Spring. Have we crashed again? Serenade of the Nether, Ritual of the Green Grove, High Jump, Magnetism, Sated Stomach, Interdiction, Containment, Suppression, Layer of the Filling. Must be Ritual of the Full Spring, is it? No, probably got the wrong diviner. Demonic slates. I don't think it'd be that. I'll be back. So guys, as it happens, I need to have a tier 4 altar to get the ritual I want. So that means more killing of the things, because no baby zombie. Go away, baby zombie. Yeah, and as you can see, I need to use the Magnificent Inspector Scandalum. That shows me what I need for my next tier, which means I need so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 28 times by 2. I need 56 blank slates. At the moment I have got 34, so I need to be killing a whole bunch of these guys to get to that next level. And I wonder what is required on top of this. What is that? That'll be bloodstone brick, bloodstone, a weak blood shard, and stone. And a weak blood shard. How is a weak blood shard made? Does not say. I have to figure out how to make that, otherwise I'm not going to be able to upgrade this at all. So we're back once we get the blank slates we need, once we get the items we need to create the next tier altar. So in order to get the crystal that I need, what is it? The blood shard, I need a bound blade. I need to hit mobs with the bound blade. And in order to get a bound blade, I need to create binding reagent and a diamond sword, and doesn't look like I actually need, it's an alchemical array. So the binding reagent is redstone, glowstone, gunpowder and gold nugget. I certainly have a lot of that stuff. I need some redstone. I need some nuggets. It is glowstone and gunpowder. Where's my glowstone? There's my glowstone. And yeah, gunpowder. I've got a horrible short-term memory. Let's put this in here. Now I need my alchemy powder. arcane ashes. And I need a diamond sword. Oh, bugger. Okay, so if we go draw this, then we put our reagent sword. Excellent. We have got our bound blade. Also a stupid infernal mob. And we've got one. That was quick. There's crap. Crap. Now we've got the shard. We need just stone and just to craft it up. Okay. We've got any stone left. That's the problem. Stone. One of these. And then from there we need one more. Okay, there you go. So that's the hard part done. We might as well pull some of these out and start preparing the area. It's black runes. Need to put my... Is that going to work? No. Where is my orb? And I'm out of stone. Okay, let's go back to... main base and get some stone. Bit of lag. Gotta love lag. What can I drop off here? I don't want nothing actually. No, I don't need that. I need to get rid of. Need to put some of this stuff away because this is messy. Now I bet you I'll forget that I've got this stuff in my bag of holding. Ah, Wace has joined. Hello, Wace. What was I doing? Getting stone, that's right. Stone. You watch me get teleported back. I didn't. Well, that's not new. Ah, there we go. Let's put these in here. 22 so far. Yeah, I'll use one. Just go into my bag of holding and see what I've got in here that I can use. Let's make some big tile cobblestones. Oh, I missed. One. Okay, I guess I can create the remainder of this stuff here. So obviously my blood altar isn't positioned exactly central because these don't match up with those side columns, but those ones do. So I don't know what the go is there. I'm not very good at building. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking with it. How many more do I need? I need another 6 by the looks of it, so I need another 12 slates. Fix that later I guess. I don't even know if it's working yet because I haven't hit my target that I've set it at and I haven't really tested it, so that should be enough. If I can find where my chisel is. There it is. Put this stuff away. There's a bug on the server at the moment that transfer nodes, transfer nodes when the server crashes can change into transfer filters. They just change for some reason. It's been around for a couple of weeks. It just hasn't been fixed yet. We wanted big tiles. Let's unbreak that. That looks pretty good. So we wanted 12, didn't we? Alright, we'll be back when that's done. Alright guys, we're back. We've put down the last 6 ruins. Blank ruins. And we now have a tier 4 altar. So now our divining ritual staff thingy should be able to find that ritual of containment. What is going on? Sure, it's a ritual of suffering or something like that. Alright guys, we're back. It appears that I need this dusk ritual diviner. I've just spent a good amount of time trying to get these 2 demonic slates to get this. The elemental inscription tool dusk wasn't too hard. That's just coal block in the tier 4 altar. The problem was that I think the demonic slates need more than 10,000, so I was filling this up and then going through, and it wasn't quite getting there. And of course, if you don't do it all in one infusion, like if your blood altar runs out, then it's basically useless. You need to start again. So in order to do that, you can see my saturation bar down here is constantly full. I actually made a little module here from RF Tools called the Environmental Controller, and then put a saturation plus module in here. This module gives a saturation 3 bonus when using the Environmental Controller. What the Environmental Controller does is it simulates a beacon, and it's customizable. So your options that you've got here, environment, let's just go environmental control, yep. So you've got regeneration modules, speed, haste, saturation, feather falling, flight, peaceful mode, water breathing, night vision. Then you've got negative effects, blindness, weakness, poison, slowness, glowing module. Don't know what the glowing enchantment is, but luck, and it prevents Enderman from teleporting. These require syringes with the respective mob types, such as the iron golem, horse, a diamond pickaxe, zombies. So yeah, that's now running. You can set the you can see here it uses a 38 RF per tick, because it covers 12,880 blocks. You can increase the radius, and as you increase the radius, it increases the power usage. I just have it set at 10 because I only really need to do it when I'm using the sacrificial dagger. But in any event, now that I've got my 2 demonic slates, which required basically that, so I could just keep hitting the sacrificial dagger and my hearts keep regenerating very quickly because my saturation stays full. So I've got saturation 3. I can now make that's Bloodmagic. Let me clear that. The ritual diviner. There we go. So now let's see if this works. Picked up some more crap from the drops. Oh, there we go. Just took a while to take off. What is it doing? Getting some lag at the moment, I think. There we go. Well of suffering, that's what I want. A well of suffering. So I need a master ritual stone to do this, I believe. Master ritual stone, which is any ritual stones and obsidian. I don't have any ritual stones at all, I don't think. Just standard ritual stones. So I need reinforced slate. I need 4 of them, which means I need... Can I use imperfect? I'm not even sure. No, standard ritual stones. So I need reinforced slate. And I probably don't have enough of that. At least I do have enough of that. Well, that's good. And I see that my I actually just went back to my other base and came back. The server hasn't even crashed, and it's converted from a transport node to a transfer filter, which is rather annoying. So again, I have to replace that so that my automation starts again. So let's just do that quickly. Set this back to symbol. Then I need... Where did I put them? Thought I might have put them back in my bag so I could have them on me when this happens, because it happens quite frequently. There we go. And more stone. Right. So let's see if we can make some of these standard ritual stones. Don't know if a... Yep, that worked. Master ritual stone. No, I need, at the very least, magicians, I think, which is a block of gold. Do I have any blocks of gold? I don't think so. Okay, let's pull that out because I'm not Need to replenish the well before I do anything, I guess. But I also don't want to fill it up too much because then the next thing will... I need 25,000 LP for that. I'm guessing I need to... yeah, 25,000 LP is a lot of LP. I need to augment this, increase the size of it, so we'll be back when I do that, because I need to create some ruins. I actually need to create the... probably need rune of capacities, which is a blank rune, imbued slate, and the rest of the stuff you see there. We'll be back. Right guys, we are back. I have augmented my altar with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 6 or 7 of these. So now we have got a capacity of 24,000. So the extra 1,000 we can just make up for while this has been drained. So we'll chuck this in here. And how fast is that draining? Reasonably quickly, not overly quickly. Let's start chopping some of these guys down. Put it back to life. A couple of hearts worth of stuff in there. Let's go again. Should be almost done. There we go. Magician's blood orb. Let's get that out of there. Let's put our stone back into here. I actually took out some of the dirt in here because when I increase the capacity of this, it now requires me to have 23,000 in there. So what I've done, what I was doing, is I was decreasing this here, and the more you decrease it, the lower the level requirement, or in order to flip the redstone switch. So that's at 11,000. That's about halfway. So 64, 32. No, let's try a couple more. There you go. So at about halfway, that will kick in now. All because I reduced the amount of dirt in the dirt chest, 9,000. Just going to put that in there in case I have to adjust it later. Don't know how gunpowder got in there. I think I might have dropped some in there by accident. But I want to get rid of this stuff here. More crap. So the Magician's Blood Orb is what we require for the Master Ritual Stone. Don't want the Transcendent Blood Orb, I want the Magician's. Now we've got a Master Ritual Stone. Yeah. So I want to put this... I reckon that if we move it up one, so if we get rid of this, this, and that's already gone, and we move it up one, that should be fine. Is that the right spot? Yep. So I need So how many do I need for this? I need one. Does it tell me? What I need for this ritual? But I just need a whole bunch of these ruins, I guess. Make ruins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's call that 16. Let's call that 32. Okay, let's get 32. 32 ritual stones. Alright guys, after a fair while I'm back. It did take 32 ritual stones. And then we have this ritual ready to go. What I need to do, and I've just created a lava crystal for this, because I need a weak activation crystal to activate the ritual, which then I can switch off with redstone signal levers and so forth. So I just need to get 10,000 in the altar. Then I can move on to activating the ritual, and hopefully these guys up here will take damage, but we'll soon find out. If not, then I'll just have to move them below. That shouldn't be a problem. 9,000. I want to increase the size of that cursed earth as well because it's not overly big. And yeah, even if I do have to move, I won't move this down here. I'll just copy it underneath and make a situation where I've got one underneath as well, because this is good to build wills up with my sentient sword as well. So we have a weak activation crystal. Let's see if this will actually activate the ritual. You feel that ruins are not configured correctly. Thanks, buddy. Well, what's missing then? Let's come back and refigure this out. Okay, we're back, guys. I don't know what I did. All I did was clear out some area underneath here and then try and reactivate the ritual. And it worked. I didn't place any other blocks, so I don't know what was blocking it before. But yeah, so now we've got a ritual that is automatically killing. Let's see if it's, yep, it's affecting the mobs up in here as well, which is good. And it is slowly filling my altar. So as long as that gets kept stocked with stone, this should keep filling and respecting the output routing nodes filters. So I've got some demonics in there imbued. I might increase this back up again because I'm not sure the demonic uses a lot of LP, so I don't want that to drain all the way out and then not finish the imbuing of the demonic. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish in here. I had to put that tank down so that I could create the activation crystal, which I think you saw me do anyway. It's been a long time in between breaks. I don't know why I'm holding a demonic crystal, but let's put that back in here. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that, the episode at that at the moment, and we'll come back next time and we'll just finalise the Bloodmagic area. This hasn't really been tested yet. I'll fine tune that. And now that there's no mobs on the cursed earth, it's not. Oh, there is a spider that spawned there. So now that I've put that all the dirt back in there, it's going to take a while for all that to activate again. It has to be pretty much almost full. I've got a lot of runes of self-sacrifice on here, so because I was just basically bleeding myself dry, I might take those runes out and replace them with the actual sacrifice runes, which increases the output every time the mobs get hit, as opposed to me being hit. Okay, so that's ramping back up again now because we are almost full. Okay guys, it's Ozhound finishing up the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the episode, stay tuned next time. See you on the other side.